Going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a story out of Waukesha County, Wisconsin. Shout out. And I seen this story a couple of days ago, but it got lost in translation when me putting my videos out, so I wanted to put it out now because you ain't gonna believe this. You see these two guys up here? These two guys are arrested for theft. Okay, nothing new. People steal all the time. But what they were stealing, which involved them getting in a police chase, robbing $2 stores, and the items they took, well, not $2 stores, $1 store and a CVS pharmacy or Walgreens, and what they took was absolutely mind-boggling to me, and ain't worth the trip of going in 130 mile an hour, 24-mile car chase, and eventually going to prison for what they did or what they stole. Look at this, and we'll come back and talk about it.
After a wild 130-mile-an-hour police chase spanning 2 counties.
Look how quick this thing's going. Waukesha County reporter Brett Lemoyne shows us the head-scratching items investigators say were stolen before the chase.
2 stores in Sussex hit on the same night.
2 black males, one in a black hoodie and baseball cap.
Investigators say 2 men went into the Dollar Tree Sunday and each stole a backpack and laundry basket and filled them with merchandise. About 20 minutes later,
They reported a possible armed robbery at Walgreens.
detectives say the same men went into Walgreens and stole antacids, memory supplements, and women's Rogaine. The haul here was nearly $1,400. In Lisbon, a deputy spotted their car, and that's where this started. DOT video shows squads following the car on I-94 through Brookfield. Investigators say the driver nearly hit several other cars, a motorcycle, and even avoided stop sticks. Eastbound on Moreland Road, police say speeds reached more than 100 miles an hour. In total, deputies were after these guys for 24.5 miles, well into Milwaukee County. At I-41 near Beloit Road, officers called off the chase. The top speed, 130 miles an hour.
Eyes on 1 or 2.
But we got 1.
Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy found the suspect's vehicle in the Mitchell interchange. Investigators say 33-year-old Jindeel Lyons and 31-year-old Sylvester McCurry ran away.
Like they went underneath the bridge.
Nearly a dozen officers swarmed the on-ramp to take the men into custody. Lyons told police he, quote, needed the stuff from Dollar Tree. During a police interview, he denied taking anything from Walgreens and denied flashing a gun at a clerk as he left the store. In Sussex, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
Both men were in court this morning. They entered not guilty pleas to their respective robbery and attempting to flee and officer charges. Lyons' cash bail was set at $75,000. McCurry's is $100,000.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable. There are people out here, I still believe this, that want to go to jail or miss prison. You know what I'm saying? Or never have been and think it won't happen to them and run around and the world's their playground. A lot of people that contribute nothing but demand everything. I think that's proof of it right there. They went in the store, got kids' backpacks, 2 grown-ass men, kids' backpacks and clothes baskets, and filled it up full of merchandise at a Dollar Tree. Then leave up out of there, go to a Walgreens, steal ladies' Rogaine and antacid. I guess stealing give you heartburn and running from the police. Why would you steal ladies' Rogaine, man? What was that? That right there tells me I think they had a shopping list of things to steal for people in the hood and was going to get the money for it at a discount rate. Ain't none of that worth going to prison for or looking stupid as hell on TV like both of them look like. Women's Rogaine. What, you got a bald head, grandma? What is that about? Makes no sense, man. These are the times we living in. Both of them, one got $75,000 bond, the other one got $100,000 bond, presumably because he flashed a gun at an employee at Walgreens. You say something, you'll get this. Really? If I was in the interrogation room, because, you know, they both pled not guilty, of course, I would pull out all of those items and say, I'd point to each one of them individually. Is this worth going to jail? Is this worth losing your freedom? This worth going to jail? Is this worth losing your freedom? And you would hear a resounding no. Then you ask them why did they do it? They're not going to answer. But when it comes down to it, somebody that they respect or somebody that, you know, don't have nothing to do with them going to jail, if you ask these people a common sense question like, why would you steal that shit? A lot of times you'll hear, I don't know. This is why when kids are young and they do that I don't know stuff and you don't check them on it, especially young men, because they should know how to be accountable and understand that every action they do in life has a reaction. Same with women, little girls. But this is what happens when you keep telling your kids to get out your face after they do dumb stuff and you don't want to take the time to get in their mix. These type of people are the ones that exist. And my frogs are croaking in the back. I apologize for that. Either way, something's missing in the minds of people where they can't differentiate cause and effect, right or wrong, etc., etc., etc. This makes no sense. These people made the news for the stupidest reason. Then went on a high-speed chase, stopped the car when they gained enough distance, got out and got arrested after police chased them on foot. And for them to get in front of the, a courtroom and people have to go through them saying they didn't do it, but I'm more than sure they got security cams and everything else. This whole thing is stupid. They need to have it to where when they have crimes and they catch you on camera doing it and it's identified as you, we're going to expedite the process. You know what I'm saying? And depending on the severity, you either go or you get locked up. Now, don't get me wrong. I think prison would be a perfect place for thieves, but I'd slap them with a gang of time. And a lot of things back in how much time they got was the reasoning for them doing it from a common sense level. This makes no sense to do this type of stuff. And they look bad on having their pictures up here. They in their 30s. They 30s. And they're stealing. For what? At that time, you have a career and you're doing something with yourself. But then again, we live in a time where people look to other people to take care of them. Or when they have problems in life, it's always somebody else's fault. And what they do is justified, no matter how stupid it is, including this. I want you to think about this before I leave out of here. They robbed a dollar store and a Walgreens and took stuff that has no real value money-wise if you resell it. You're stealing stuff out of a dollar store. How much you think you're going to get paid for that? Because they're not going to pay you the same because they can go to the dollar store themselves and get it. Why don't you think about that? And the stuff with the Walgreens, you got to find somebody with heartburn. Then you got to find a woman that's bald-headed, which may not be that hard in the hood. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.